Something terrifying is happening right now. Elon Musk, the visionary billionaire behind Tesla and SpaceX, has taken another bold step toward the future. His new technology, known as Neuralink, is already being tested on humans. A chip implanted directly into the brain, capable of connecting the human mind to computers. But there's something almost no one is talking about. Could this innovation be a prophetic sign? For centuries, biblical scholars have warned of the rise of a global system of control, one where no one will be able to buy or sell without submitting to it. A world where technology is not just a tool, but a means of absolute power. And now, with the rapid development of Neuralink, many are asking the same question. Could this be the mark of the beast? Is this just another technological breakthrough? Or are we witnessing something far more sinister, something that has been foretold for thousands of years? Today, we'll dive deep into the truth behind Neuralink, its connection to ancient prophecy, and what it could mean for the future of humanity. Stay with me until the end, because what you're about to hear may change the way you see the world forever. Let's begin. Before we dive deeper into the possible biblical connections, we need to fully understand what Neuralink is and what it aims to achieve. Neuralink is a neurotechnology company founded by Elon Musk in 2016. Its goal? To develop implantable brain-computer interfaces, also known as BCIs. In simple terms, this means placing a small chip inside the human brain to allow direct communication between the brain and digital devices. Imagine controlling a smartphone, a computer, or even artificial intelligence using nothing but your thoughts. Sounds like science fiction, doesn't it? But it's not. It's already happening. Neuralink's first human trials have begun. Musk himself has confirmed that the implant has successfully connected a human brain to a computer. The official goal of this technology is to help people with neurological disorders, those suffering from paralysis, blindness, or diseases like Parkinson's. But here's the real question. Could it go beyond that? Elon Musk has openly stated that Neuralink could enhance human intelligence, merging our minds with AI. He believes that in the near future, people will be able to upload and download thoughts as easily as sending a text message. Think about that for a moment. A chip inside your head connected to a vast digital network, allowing external forces to interact with your very thoughts. And this is where the concerns begin. If a technology like this becomes widespread, who will control it? What happens when a government, a corporation, or an elite group has the power to read, manipulate, or even erase thoughts? And more importantly, could this be the first step towards something much darker? To understand the full picture, we need to look beyond technology and into something much older. Let's turn to the Bible. Because thousands of years ago, a prophecy was written that may hold the answers to what we are seeing today. For thousands of years, the Bible has warned us about a time when the world would be controlled by a powerful system, one that would dictate who can buy, sell, and even participate in society. A time when people would be forced to accept a mark in order to survive. Could Neuralink be connected to this prophecy? To answer this, we must turn to the book of Revelation, written by the Apostle John nearly 2,000 years ago. Let's read one of the most chilling and controversial passages in the Bible. Revelation 13 verses 16 to 17, KJV. And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand, or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. For centuries, theologians and scholars have debated what this mark could be. Some believe it's a literal mark, a symbol, or even a spiritual allegiance. But in recent years, with the rise of digital technology, many have begun to ask, could this prophecy be referring to an advanced form of technology? Let's break this down. The location of the mark. The Bible specifically mentions the forehead or the hand. Now, while Neuralink is implanted in the skull, could this still be considered a fulfillment of the prophecy? Some believe that any implant connected directly to the brain, whether in the skull or the forehead, fits within this description. Control over buying and selling. This is where things get even more concerning. In today's world, financial transactions are becoming increasingly digital. Cryptocurrencies, central bank digital currencies, and even biometric payment systems are on the rise. Imagine a world where physical cash no longer exists. Now imagine a world where your ability to access your money depends on a microchip implanted inside your body. Does that sound far-fetched? Consider this. Right now, companies are already experimenting with implantable payment chips. People in countries like Sweden have volunteered to have microchips implanted in their hands to make payments with just a swipe. If such technology becomes mainstream, what would stop governments or corporations from making it mandatory? And here's the biggest concern. If the Neuralink chip or any similar brain implant becomes an essential part of daily life, could it be used to enforce a global system of control? Let's imagine a future where your identity is linked to your Neuralink chip. Your finances are controlled through digital systems connected to your mind. Your thoughts and actions are monitored, even manipulated. And here's the most chilling possibility. If you refuse to comply with the system, could you be cut off completely? This is exactly what the book of Revelation describes. A world where those who refuse to take the mark are unable to buy or sell, unable to participate in society. Now let's take a step back. Are we saying that Neuralink is the mark of the beast? Not necessarily. But what we are saying is that this technology could be a precursor, a step toward a world where biblical prophecy becomes reality. And this brings us to a critical question. Who is really in control? Because if the wrong people take charge of this technology, the consequences could be terrifying. And that's exactly what we'll discuss next. We've talked about the technology. We've explored the prophecy. But now we need to ask the most important question. Who will control this system? Elon Musk presents Neuralink as a revolutionary breakthrough, a way to cure diseases, enhance intelligence, and even help humans compete with artificial intelligence. But history has shown us that every powerful technology eventually falls into the hands of those who seek control. Right now, governments and corporations collect massive amounts of data about us. Our smartphones, social media, and even smart home devices track our every move. And yet, this is just the beginning. Neuralink takes this one step further. Instead of tracking what you search online, what if they could track your thoughts? Instead of influencing you through advertisements, what if they could directly implant desires into your mind? This is no longer science fiction. In fact, even without brain implants, scientists have already developed AI tools capable of reading human thoughts with shocking accuracy. Imagine what could happen when a company or a government has direct access to the human brain. Small blue diamond thought control. If Neuralink connects your brain to the internet, who decides what information enters and exits? Could governments use this technology to program certain behaviors? Could those who refuse to comply be rewired against their will? Small blue diamond total surveillance. Right now, your phone can track your location. But with a brain implant, it could track what you think, what you believe, and what you dream about. In a world where those in power want total obedience, how dangerous would that be? Small blue diamond, the end of free will? Today, we still have the choice to reject social media, digital banking, and AI tools. But what if, in the future, refusing an implant means being excluded from society? If thoughts can be manipulated, will people even realize they are being controlled? These are not wild conspiracies. We have already seen how governments control people through technology. In China, the social credit system monitors citizens' behavior, rewarding those who comply and punishing those who don't. Now imagine a global system where access to basic needs, your job, your money, your food, depends on accepting a brain implant. And if you refuse, just like Revelation 13 warns, you will not be able to buy or sell. We are moving toward a future where control is no longer just about what you say or do. It's about what you think. And if technology like Neuralink becomes widespread, the ability to resist will become nearly impossible. Which brings us to the next critical question. What do the experts say about this? Let's find out. We've explored the technology. We've examined the biblical prophecy. And we've discussed the potential for total control. But what do the experts say about all of this? Surprisingly, even scientists, ethicists, and tech industry leaders who are not necessarily religious have raised serious concerns about brain implants like Neuralink. Let's start with one of the most alarming warnings. Mind hacking and manipulation. Dr. Raphael Yusti, a leading neuroscientist at Columbia University, warns that brain-computer interfaces could be used to manipulate thoughts and emotions. According to his research, if companies have access to your brain signals, they could influence what you think, how you feel, and even what you remember. This is not speculation. Experiments on animals have already shown that brain implants can alter decision-making processes. If this works on animals today, what stops it from being used on humans tomorrow? Loss of individual freedom. Professor Yuval Noah Harari, a historian and futurist, has spoken openly about a future where governments and corporations could control populations through brain implants and AI surveillance. His warning? Once you have access to someone's brain, you can control them better than any dictatorship in history. He believes that in the wrong hands, this technology could end personal freedom forever. The elite agenda. Even Elon Musk himself, the man behind Neuralink, has warned about the dangers of artificial intelligence. Musk has repeatedly said that AI is one of the greatest threats to humanity. Yet, with Neuralink, he is creating a direct connection between AI and the human mind. Why is this concerning? Because if AI eventually surpasses human intelligence, and if Neuralink links our brains to AI, what happens when AI decides to control us? These are the concerns coming from experts, scientists, and even the creator of the technology itself. So the question remains, where is all of this leading? To answer that, we need to look at the final stage of this plan, one that could change humanity forever. We've seen the technology. We've explored the prophecy. And we've heard the warnings from experts. But now we must ask the most critical question of all. Are we standing at the edge of biblical prophecy being fulfilled? The signs are undeniable. A rapidly advancing technology that connects the human brain to a global network. A world shifting toward digital control, where buying and selling are already moving away from cash and toward biometric system, a growing acceptance of implantable devices, preparing society for a future where merging with machines is seen as normal. The pieces are coming together. Some may argue that Neuralink is just another innovation, nothing more than a medical breakthrough. But others see a chilling pattern. A world where technology enslaves instead of empowers. A system that slowly strips away freedom, choice, and even independent thought. Could this be the first step toward the mark of the beast? While we can't say with absolute certainty, one thing is clear. We are heading toward an era where refusing technology could mean exclusion from society. And once the world reaches that point, will anyone be able to resist? The time to wake up is now. We must stay informed, stay vigilant, and most importantly, seek the truth. Because the world is changing faster than we ever imagined. And whether you believe in prophecy or not, something is coming. And when it arrives, you must decide, will you comply or will you resist?